Morning team, morning Old Fellas Travels. So D-Max in the background, loving it. So I think I mentioned in somewhere in the video from Lancelin, that short video from the Lancelin trip, shakedown trip, that this weekend was probably going to be the weekend I'll put the tub rack on. So I've had a quick gecko at the instructions. What I decided to do is just to initially just to do these fellas up. Now I've checked it to have a look at the height. So we'll just have a look at that. It's going to sit not here on the tub, but just to get the height. So I just wanted the height so that so it's going to sit about there. I wanted to maintain you know, some clearance between the rooftop and the actual top of the frame, because remembering that the solar panel is going to take up another 30 mil, maybe 40 mil in height, and I didn't want it to obstruct that stoplight, but also I didn't want it sticking up above the roof at this stage, purely and simply because of wind resistance. So I'm going to do the 4 of these up first, and once those 4 are done up, I'll probably measure the distance and see how far apart they're going to go, and I'll probably mount the first set of cross rails at the top and maybe one side rail on each side, and I'll do a loose bolt up and all of that, and then it's time to phone a friend and sit it on the tub to drill some holes, I suppose. That'll be a nervous bit, but what could possibly go wrong? Let's get on with it. Here we are. Now they're only loose bolted, of course, but you know, I've measured the distance and measured the height, and I've just put one bolt in each arm, just purely and simply just to position it. I'll obviously change that and bolt it up a little bit more. I need to make a decision on whereabouts on the, will I have them fully spaced, or, well, I have to, you have no choice actually, but now once I put them on, whereabouts on the tub will I mount them? You know, I imagine I'll probably mount it back from the front a little bit. Yeah, so obviously the next phase is to get the length rails on. There's what, 2, 4, there's 6 of them, 2 for the top and 2 for either side actually, whereas I'm not sure, but I think some of the other racks I looked at only had 1 rail for the side. But I want 2 rails on one side. I may want 1 rail on the other side. I'm not sure yet, but we'll work that out as we go. I mean, it's a learning curve to get this on, but yeah, I'll just put these on. That'll give us the length, and she's pretty close to putting it on and marking the holes. But let's get to that point first. It's going to get it pretty quick. You know, it's not a hard job at all. So that was probably the trickiest part, but I think I've sort of got it framed up. Tip to young players, what I did was I actually put these bolts through here for this side rail adjustment, and it actually hindered me putting these on, so obviously they don't go in there. I've got 2 on this side. I've only put 1 on that side because I figured that may be enough. I mean, it's going to be fairly bolted down, and I don't expect there's going to be a great deal of weight on there. It's only the solar panel, you know, and my swag is probably the only thing that's going to be on there. So a little bit of weight on the side, but I think that's probably going to be plenty of strength for it. I'll see how many bolts, nuts and washers I've got left over, because it's better over brace than under brace. Well, maybe till the pilot's flying caraboos. Yeah, so I'm at a bit of a spot. I'm pretty much home alone. I'm doing this at my sister's place because anybody that's following me know that my property's right over in West Queensland that my daughter's looking after now. And I've pretty much moved back to WA, but I don't have a residence here. Yeah, I'm at a point now where I basically have to wait for them to come home so we can lift it up and mark the holes. I'm not going to attempt anything like that on my own. I mean, I probably could lift it up and put it on there, but one slip and there's a nasty scratch down the side of the tub, and I don't want that. Beautiful day today. Rained this morning till maybe 11 o'clock, but beautiful now. So I've put the riv nuts in. So drill the hole, put riv nuts in here. I don't think we needed to videotape that. Most people would have seen or have an idea what a riv nut is. I mucked up a little bit with the rubber there. I've rubbed some of the rubber back, but that's all right. It won't matter so much. I've just put a loose bolt on at the moment. We've just lifted it up and put it on. It all needs to be pulled down and locked into shape. Nothing's done up tight yet. You know, it's all just, nothing's done up tight. It's just all ready for a loose put together and to get on, get it nice and square, get everything looking straight. And I'll pull these bolts down a bit, I think. I won't 100% them. And I'll just dimp them up, and then I'll go around, I'll do all the rest of the nuts and bolts and get it nice and square, and then I'll finish bolting it down. There is these other brackets that I'm not even sure whether I'll need them, to be honest, because there's not going to be any weight on that. So it's these brackets here. You see the, oh, I'm in love with riv nutting. I can tell you, it's the first riv nut kit I've ever had, and it's just so convenient. I'm going to start riv nutting the hell out of the tray to mount my battery box and everything else I need to mount. This going here like that, but the only problem with that is it means this is going to have to come right across, which means it's going to be sticking out here a fair bit, and I don't really like that. To be honest, I'm not really sure if I need it. I mean, whack in the comments, guys, and see what you reckon. See if you reckon they do need to go on. But I think it's a little bit of overkill. It's probably, I mean, if I was to put a rooftop tent on, or you know, jerry cans or something heavy up there, but all that's going to be up there is just my solar panel, and my swag will probably go up there. All right, guys, Mike Oddfellows Travels. Well, it's taken me a few days to get on the canopy because it's starting to rain again, because we've had a lot of rain and haven't been able to get out, but it's done. So you can see it's installed. I've only chosen to put one of these on each side because it kills the access completely. I've wired the lights up. I just haven't put the switch and the fuse in yet. I've got the 6 litre water bladder in the back with the pump and the rose head. I spoke about that before. I decided to stay with this battery, and what I've actually done is I've actually put a Victron shunt on it. I've intercepted the main earth line from inside the battery, put the shunt in, Victron shunt, and allowed to run like that, which means I can monitor this battery fully now. So that's sorted. I've just put some simple brackets in just to hold the fridge, stop it sliding around. It's fairly heavy and it's not going to move much, but that'll stop for the time being. Eventually a slide will go in here, but I haven't done a slide yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this size fridge. I may go smaller and maybe down to a little 50 or 55 that has a freezer and a fridge in it. That proves to be too big now. Oh yes, I've put the base in for this, so that's in, all with riv nuts. I've got to tell you, I love riv nuts. It's the way to do things going forward. So that's about it finished, guys. It's enough for a trip away. I still do a solar panel. I'm just using a throw-out solar panel at the moment, but it seems doing the job. So I'll see you guys next video, next weekend. All the best, guys. If you're not subscribed and you're enjoying the video, subscribe for me, like, and make a comment. Stay safe, look after yourself, look after your family, and don't drink too much. I'm not taking any beer this trip. I can't believe I said that, but I'm not. See you guys.